A couple weeks ago, I had gone over some viral TikTok videos in which basically people were either actually being harassed during their workout at a gym, or they were not being harassed. Now, of course, this primarily applied to women. In fact, pretty sure it was only women, except for the joke with the guy who wasn't actually being harassed because it was making fun of this girl in the middle here who claimed she was being harassed when she wasn't really. Of course, this one wasn't either. This one actually was. So if you want to check that out, feel more than free. But there was a similar video that was making its rounds as well that I had yet to actually take a look at, and wanted to kind of let it cool off a little bit before we dived into that one. And that was in regards to this video. I believe this was originally kind of blew up on Twitter by Clips80, where we have the simple title, "Is he wrong or is she wrong?" So we're going to take a look at this and see if we can answer that question.
So let me explain to y'all. Let me explain to y'all the story.
There's some context here. Actually, you know what? No, we don't need context. The guy's going to give us the context.
Flew this way from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Been talking to her on Instagram for months. You feel me? I done spent damn near 5 G's on this. She talking about she don't want nobody touching her. Man, you got me up. You mean? Well, you can leave. First of all, hold up. I spent. First, she talking about she don't even fly Spirit, right? The talking about she don't fly Spirit. Like she okay.
All right. So I mean, obviously, I could just go through the whole thing and then give my actual thoughts on the matter. But honestly, we don't need to do that. We can go piece by piece here and just take a look at each part here. So clearly, the dude's mad. Why? Well, he flew this woman all the way from Indiana. I don't know where they are currently, but clearly some other state, maybe even another country. Don't know. But flew them from Indiana and
on Instagram for months. You feel me? I spent damn near 5 G's on this.
And spent over $5,000 on her for her probably for her flight. As we'll find out later, a very expensive dinner that they had. And let's be real, we all know why this guy did this in the first place. It's not exactly rocket science here. He's trying to get laid. So, first of all, is it wrong for him to expect or to do this with the assumption and hope that she is going to put out for him? Not entirely, but this is very much on him. Her reaction isn't that great either because she basically kind of plays it like she didn't know what was happening. When, come on. A random dude, even if they're following you on Instagram for a while or whatever, and they just invite you out to go to this like extravagant event, or they invite to fly you across the country or something. Come on, you know what's going on. But some advice for any dudes in this situation. Massive L for this guy. I mean, seriously, like you don't do this shit. You don't try to win women over with money because, well, for one, it's not going to work. Exhibit A.
She talking about she don't want nobody touching her. Man, you got me up. You mean? Well, you can leave. First of all, hold up. I spent. First, she talking about she don't even fly Spirit, right? The talking about she don't fly Spirit. Like she okay. So I get her So I get her Delta.
Oh, she doesn't fly Spirit because it's a death wish? Okay. She doesn't trust Spirit.
That's damn near $600-700 last minute, right?
Okay.
So plus her bags, check-in, all that shit. We go get her the Uber, all that shit. Then I'm damn near at 2 G's already. So we get here. First night, I'm been a whole gentleman. I've been a whole gentleman. Have you not? Have I not been a gentleman to you though? Have I not did anything? But you should have knew what it was if I flew you out here though.
No, that is true. That is true. She should have known. If some dude's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to fly you out here and spend all this money on you, what do you think he wants? Like, come on. Absolutely. Now she's saying, no, I don't have to. I don't have to fuck you if I don't want to fuck you. That's absolutely true. She doesn't. So I want to be perfectly clear on this. While he absolutely should have known better to not do this, and she absolutely should have known, and I still think she did know, that he wanted and expected to have sex with her, and she did absolutely take advantage of him in this situation. She is, now that she is here, she is under no obligation to actually put out for him just because she did what he asked her to do, as far as, or because he paid for her flight and all this other stuff. She's under no obligation to do that, but she did absolutely know. You're not going to tell me that she didn't know. I mean, unless you're an idiot, I don't know how you can be an attractive woman like her and not know that if a guy's going to do this shit for you, obviously he wants to fuck. Like, why else would you do this?
Why come out here then?
Exactly.
So y'all, this is the Instagram model. You know what? I ain't gonna even be no petty ass. Put your name on there like that. Okay, so why the would you come halfway
That is true. He is being extremely petty about this.
across the country knowing you didn't want to on that?
You though.
I ain't say you.
She's right. She doesn't have to. But again, he's right that, yeah, she should have known. The whole thing is that she's saying, I don't have to. Yeah, she's right. You should have known, though. Yeah, he's right. Like, they're both right and they're both wrong. It's funny. It's like, is she wrong or is he wrong or is she wrong? Really, it should be, is he right or is she right? Because they're both right. They're not really wrong on anything here.
Yeah, you know what it was, though. You knew what it was.
You want to spend money.
I spent 5 G's on you. What are you talking about?
That's what you
5 G's.
By the way, just to be clear, at this point, if you get this far as a dude in this situation and you have paid and yes, you've been taken advantage of in this way, and she's telling you she doesn't want to hook up with you, you don't even want to hook up with her at this point. Because if she doesn't want to hook up with you, why would you even want to hook up with her at this point? Even if she didn't, she was like, "All right, you're right. I pay." Like, I mean, is he planning on is he trying to convince her to change her mind? Because this is not how you do it. This is not how you seduce someone. It's gonna make her drier than the Sahara Desert. God damn.
What you talking about? So look, she did, and then let me talk. Shut up. Then we about to go eat, right? So Shorty told me she hungry. So call him. Pack all this shit. I'll help you leave. Pack all this bum shit up. Pack all this shit. Pack all that shit up. It's not even about the. It's not even about.
I don't even at this. Okay, let me just. If you're in this situation, and you should never be in this situation. But if you're in this situation for some reason, and the person you want to hook up with, maybe it doesn't even have to be some extravagant thing like this. If you're in a situation where you want to hook up with someone and they don't want to hook up with you, guess what? If they don't want to hook up with you, you don't really want to hook up with them. Because there's nothing less fun than having what would essentially be duty or pity sex with somebody. There are relationship things, there are subreddits, for example, that talk about this, dead bedrooms, that talk about this concept of duty sex, where people will be in a relationship and their partner will have sex with them for their benefit, but not because they're actually wanting to have sex. It's not fun. It's not a fun thing at all.
It's really about the money because it ain't about nothing. You feel me? It ain't about nothing. So listen, we get
when he says it's not really about the money, I believe him, because I think what he means is it's not about the money, it's about the disrespect. And I get that, because is he being disrespected? 100%. But look, here's the reality, and we'll see this going into the next video as well, but you attract a woman with money, with just money, or primarily money, don't be surprised when you get gold diggers.
Fight. Let me tell a story. We get off the fight. So I'm like, we went back to the room. She's like, I'm hungry. I'm all right. Well, let's go to a little restaurant or something. I'm trying to get her something to eat. She's like, oh, nah, I only eat the best. I want some crab legs. That's another. So we go to the restaurant.
Yeah, so that is fucked, right? If you're in a situation with somebody, same thing if a friend is offering to pay for your meal or whatever, and you take advantage of them in that situation where they're like, oh, it's on me. Okay, cool. I'm going to order the most expensive shit I can. Fuck you. That's just not cool. No matter what the relationship is.
I spent damn near
I love
ordering steak, more crab legs, I'm buying all that shit though. Being a
Oh, and another thing, if you are in this kind of, okay, here's the thing, right? The point of a date is to see how you guys get along, how compatible you are. Sex, of course, can play into that, and I think very much should, as far as, especially if you're a sexually interested person and you want to, have that relationship with this person, and you want to, figure out if you guys are compatible and all that. That's great. But if you're on a date with somebody and they're being like, not where you're just not feeling the vibe, but you still have chemistry, you're still physically attracted to each other. If that's the case, by all means, if you guys still want to hook up, then fine. But if you're on a date with somebody and they are like fully, clearly taking advantage of you, and you feel that, and you're like, oh, this is fucked, or they're like being rude to the wait staff, or they're being rude to you, or they're being rude to anybody, or they're talking shit about people, whatever. Is that really somebody that you think you want to have sex with? Like, I mean, think about that for a minute. If they're selfish and they're rude and they're disrespectful out of the bedroom, do you really think they're going to be that much different in the bedroom? If you're worried about them taking advantage of you financially, especially like as a dude, you're worried about them taking advantage of you financially on a date, do you think they might not be the type of person to say, I don't know, forget about their birth control or poke holes in a condom and cause you to impregnate them against your will so that they can take even more of your money? Just a thought. Now, I want to be clear on this. I'm not saying that that's like a common thing for women to do to men or anything. I know a lot of people purport that idea, and I was like terrified of that myself for a while. But the reality is, those kind of women are the shitty women that are gold diggers. But if your primary way of attracting people is finances, don't be surprised when you get those kind of shitty women who are gold diggers. It's kind of like, it's the same thing where sometimes, mainly women, because guys are most of the time always down, but not always. Of course, there are guys that aren't necessarily horn dogs all the time. I can't imagine what that's like. And and there are women who are have very high sex drives as well. So, but you do get a lot of women that can complain about this. The common understanding is, women complain where they're like, oh, he just wants me for my body. It's like, okay, but if the way that you attracted him was explicitly sexual, he doesn't even think you have anything else to offer him. And I want to be clear on that, where I'm not saying that means you shouldn't attract somebody with your body. You shouldn't attract somebody with your money. You shouldn't attract somebody with any, like, all of the ways that you attract somebody are good and valid. But what's important to take into account is what kind of people are you attracting? How are you attracting them? And basically, what do you need to do in order to attract the kind of people that you actually want to attract? If you want people who are gold diggers and stuff like that, by all means. If you want people who just want to hook up, by all means. But if you are not getting the type of partners that you want to attract, you got to change up your strategy.
Gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Being a real. So I spent damn near.
So this is extreme, like, bullshit right here. He's playing the whole, I've been such a gentleman. I've heard, and I'm sure any woman watching this video can kind of corroborate on this kind of thing. There are guys that will say to women things like, they'll point out like how they're like stronger and stuff and all this, and they'll be like, yeah, like, say a date doesn't go well, and they'll say something like, I could have, I'm trying to think of like a TOS way to say this. I could have taken advantage of you physically, and yet I didn't. That makes me a good person. No, it doesn't. Like, you did the bare minimum, below the bare minimum.
5 G's on this already.
Because
Who you want? You can leave.
yes,
You can go. Yes, I'll help you. Pack this shit up. You can get the all out. Get all your shit. Pack all it. It's already packed.
Yeah, he
Yes.
mad 'cause he
Tell him how much money I
I
spent.
do like her outfit, though, by the way. It's cute.
Though.
mad 'cause he want-
Tell him how much money I spent. I can get some. It ain't enough for me to call. I got another coming through.
He doesn't. He doesn't have another woman. He does not have another girl coming through. Not at all. Not at all. If he did, he wouldn't be acting like this. There's this concept in dating and stuff, and really this is true for a lot of things, but a lot of people have. I've had it myself for a long time, and I'm still working on properly getting over it. This thing called scarcity mentality, where a lot of people are just so fixated on one person, one event, one something, because they don't think or they don't realize or whatever the case, they don't recognize that they have other options. Maybe they don't actually have other options, but you can become the kind of person that does have other options. And then things like this, it's like, hey, you don't want to hook up? All right, cool. Get out. You know what I mean? Like, shit. Now, of course, you don't have to be a dick about it. You can just, but, have some, this is the thing, right? This guy here is not respecting himself. He's not respecting her. He's not respecting himself. He's not respecting anybody. He's just so upset that he thought he was going to win this woman over with money alone, and now that he isn't, he's extremely upset about it.
I got another coming through, so you can leave. You can get the out. Get your shit. Get your shit. Been here 2 days. 2 days talking about, I don't want nobody touching me. Ain't on here, period. None of that. None of that. Put your shoes on.
It is really gross as well, by the way, the idea that, because, a lot of women will say, like, they're on their period because they don't want to have sex, because that's, like, the only way a lot of guys will take that to be like, oh, crap, well, I don't want it then. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. But, forgot what I was going to say. Continuing with the video. Oh, right. But, so he just said, she'd been here 2 days. Again, look, you're flying across the country to meet someone. You're staying at a place, or, someone tells you, like, oh yeah, I got this place for us, I got a hotel for us. What the hell do you think they're expecting? I refuse to believe that this woman is so oblivious that she legitimately didn't know he was expecting and wanting her to have sex with him. I do not believe that. Again, is it right for him to be as entitled and think that just because he paid for her that she owes him? No, she doesn't owe him at all. But does she know that that's what he wanted? Did she take advantage of him? Absolutely. Whose fault is it ultimately? His for letting this happen. And when I say letting this happen, I mean having her come all this way to him paying for all this shit and everything. Like, he won her over with money. She's not interested in him. She's interested in his money.
On a period, nothing. What you do? You gonna whip me? What you gonna do? Beat me up? Please, come on now. Get your goofy ass out of here. You got me all the way up. All right. Like, you better chill. Like, it's other I think who really get on your ass for that. Can you get the out? Can you get the out? Can you get the? I can get my man any day, baby. That money, nothing, baby. I hope that 5G's was worth it. Lame ass. You look out, put your Instagram on here, y'all. If we keep talking, I'm gonna tell everybody what your Instagram is. Yes, please leave. Get the out. Bye. 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 Why are you recording? Bye.
Your ego is so hurt. Your pride is so hurt. And then he's just saying, "Can you get the fuck out of there?" Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, his pride is hurt. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course it is. But again, like, he put himself in this situation where, again, he yeah, again, you attract women with only money, you're gonna get gold diggers. Absolutely. Like, that's, yeah.
Get back home. Catch your ass over. Where you going? You don't even know where the you went.
Yeah, you can't get your dick wet. That money is nothing, baby. I hope. Wait, what? Oh, the I almost said the lyrics. The subtitles just fucked up here.
Bye.
Don't worry about
okay. Bye. Get your bum ass out of here.
All right. Well, that was that. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Honestly, it was bad on both of their ends, but her badness, as it were, was before the recording. His badness was on recording. The man just recorded his own L and posted it to the world. So, again, don't do men or anybody that likes women, don't attract women with just money. and you won't get gold diggers. If you're in a situation where you think that somebody should have sex with you, guess what? If they don't want to, they don't have to. And if you are invited, especially if you're a young hot woman, and you're invited by a dude to go on some expensive trip or something, you damn well know what he wants. So there was that extremely cringe video, but now we have another who's right or wrong in this situation. Is this from the same person? I can't remember. I just I found this a couple weeks. Like I said, I found these a couple weeks ago, and I found this. I think it was like in the related or something. I don't remember the specific. Yeah, clips 80. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to show this this one as well.
Where you going? What's going on? Huh?
Sorry, I forgot to tell you that my friend invited me out.
You forgot to tell me, huh? And I'm asleep. How do you forget to tell me, huh?
Because you were sleeping, I didn't want to wake you up.
You didn't want to wake me up, huh? But I flew you out with me. Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Don't feel like that. I was just gonna go see my friend.
That don't make no sense. It's 12:30 in the middle of the night.
Girl, I haven't seen in like years.
But why didn't you tell me this earlier while we were out eating at a 5-star restaurant?
She just came up with it. Like, she didn't know if she was available.
So when I go to sleep, you get up and you get dolled up.
So, all right, just to be clear on this one, is it possible, keyword possible, that she's telling the truth here? That she legitimately just didn't want to wake this guy up, and she was, kind of sneaking out because she didn't want to wake him up, and she forgot? And is it possible that she's telling the truth? Well, yes, it's possible. But anything is possible. Is it likely? No.
Up, you weren't even looking like this earlier today, and now you ready to go and kick it with your friend. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, so that's something that's really, really shitty to see happen as well, and obviously it can happen for dudes as well. But if you are in a relationship of any sort with somebody, romantic or just any kind of anything that's like, closer than friends, whether it be casual friends with benefits or I don't know, fuck buddies, or you're like actually dating, or you're married or whatever the relationship, some relationship where there's physical attraction is involved and understood. And you see your partner, you see that person just kind of like dressing and looking all kind of frumpy all day, and then out of nowhere, when they're not hanging with you, they get all dressed up, look really, really hot, and they're like ready to go out. That's gonna make you feel some kind of way. That's gonna fuck you up. And he does absolutely have it right. Now, I don't know what their relationship is here. I don't remember if that was gone into in this video or not, but yeah, it seems pretty fucked.
I flew you out here.
Why do you keep saying that? Just because you flew me out here?
I'm saying that because I feel some type of way. Look at how good you're looking. You're looking fabulous.
But because like you were sleeping and we came out of
Okay.
town to have fun. Why?
Okay, let me see your.
We came out here. So again, I don't know if this is a vibe of like they're a couple. I don't think, because she said you flew me out here, so I don't think they're a couple, but they might be, because she said we flew out here to have fun. Could be, not sure. But what I do know is either way, if you go on some type of vacation or something with somebody, and this isn't just true for romantic relationships or any kind of physical relationships, this is true for anything. If I go out with friends, say we go to a concert, a theme park, whatever, And while I'm there, and let's say we even do like a I don't know, it's like a weekend thing, right? And while I'm there, and they invited me, maybe they even paid for it, whatever, and I ditch them, that puts me in the wrong. Like, if I talk to them about while they're awake, I talk to them and I'm like, hey, such and such is happening, you know, that would be one thing. But also, here's the thing too, right? If her whole thing is like, in this case, oh, I didn't want to wake you, okay, could have sent a text. She didn't do that either, and you know she didn't do that because she didn't say that she did that. If she did that, she would have said that she did that. But if you go to an event with somebody, and you like sneak out in the middle of the night while they're asleep, even if you aren't in the wrong, that's going to really make it look like you are. That's why I say it's possible that she's telling the truth. But it is very, very likely that she isn't.
Let me see the phone then.
Why do you want to see my phone?
Because
You're not even my man to want to see my phone.
But I
Okay, yeah, not even her man. So like, guys, don't do this. Don't fly out some random girl. Like, all right, here's the thing. Truth. If you want to see somebody, if you want to hook up with them, you and you're in like this long distance thing, you either go to them, unless you're like already dating, that's a different thing. You're in a long distance relationship. But like if you're trying to hook up, you go to them, or you have them come to you on their own. That way you are not really risking that much. I mean, you can say, oh, I spent like this money on this flight or whatever, sure, but that is different, can be different at least, than her spending money on you. And you could also take advantage of that situation where you say, like, you're in that situation, you came to see this girl, she doesn't want to hook up with you, that's fine, because you know that you can find someone else to hook up with if that's what you want. You can find someone else to date, you can find someone else to do whatever you want, have any kind of relationship you want. Yeah, you can feel played and go and be like, oh, well, I came to see you, we're not like, you're not really spending time with me, you're doing this, you're doing, that kind of shit. Or, I thought we were going to hook up, we're not, like, well, what the fuck's going on? You have every right to feel like, taken advantage of and lied to in that situation, but you don't have a right to act so entitled and kind of like whine to the girl about it. Just go and be with somebody else. If you're somebody who can attract someone hot like that, which in this case it's only the money that's doing it, but even still, then you can find someone else who's hot, or maybe even hotter. Maybe you vibe with better and they actually have a good personality and stuff too. Just a thought. Yeah, if you're in this situation, cut your losses and move on. Like in this situation, the guy could have just told her, like, all right, listen, I'm not down with this. So if you want to hang out with your friends, you can do that. But I flew out here to spend time with me. You're sneaking out in the middle of the night like this. I'm putting up with it. You want to hang out with your friends, go. And you won't be able to get back in. So I hope you can find a good place to stay with one of them.
Flew you out here
You're not
to kick it with me. I didn't fly you out here to go and kick it with your girls.
Now you want to see my phone?
Is there a problem with that?
You're not my man.
Why did you fly out with me then?
I do wonder, and I don't know this, but I do wonder if she does actually have a man who she's taking advantage of this guy for and cheating on her current partner with. I don't know if that's the case. It's just a possibility.
And if I'm not saying I'm your man. I understand that, but I'm just saying it. Do I really gotta explain myself?
Oh my god. I'm just gonna
no. Can I do one thing? Just let me see your phone then. Let me see. So
I was going to be back by the time you... Yeah, so her plan was to sneak out, do whatever without him, probably find another dude and hook up with, or a girl or whoever, and him never find out about it. You know, I was going to be gone before you woke up. Or be back before you woke up, yeah. So she was planning on going, doing something behind his back, coming back, and acting like nothing happened.
So which friend is it? Why didn't you tell me about this over dinner?
It's my homegirl.
So let me see your phone.
I told you I have friends here, right?
Let me see your phone.
Oh, it is also possible, of course, that this whole thing is a lie, and that she is explicitly going to hook up with another guy. That's also a possibility.
I'm not gonna let you see my phone. That's not.
Oh, you ain't gonna let me see your phone, huh?
No.
Well, why not?
Because that's my privacy.
If it's just your friend, let me see your phone. I just want to see. So is she picking you up?
Am I asking you to use your phone?
Is she picking you up?
Yes.
So let me see your phone. I just want to see confirmation.
No.
I just want to see confirmation.
She's gonna drop me off. I'm gonna take an Uber there.
Wow. You think I'm boo-boo the fool, don't you?
I'm not saying that. Like, just because you're thinking, just because you brought me here, you want me to just stick with you?
No, you've been here less than 24 hours.
But you're over here sleeping the whole time. Like,
what do you mean we just ate a 5-star dinner?
It's a nice night outside. It's good to have.
Why didn't you say let's do something earlier then? You just said we were going to. You told me before I went to sleep, let's just go to sleep.
I didn't want.
You were convincing me let's go to sleep. That's why you kept feeding me the shots that we got.
No.
But in 1942, yeah.
Yeah, so it is very possible, and again, I don't know, all we can do is speculate at this point, but it is very, very seemingly more possible that what actually happened here was she planned a trip with another dude, or girl, or whoever, that she's planning on hooking up with, or maybe she is really planning on just going out with girlfriends or whatever, still probably going to find another dude, or a girl, someone else to hook up, someone else to do something with other than this guy, and whatever the case, even if it's nothing sexual, she planned on doing something with somebody else other than this guy, and is taking advantage of it, which is why, as he just said, that's why you fed me those drinks. You were convincing me to go to sleep. Yeah, seems really fucking shady. But again, you do this shit, you try to buy a woman's affection, don't be surprised when it's not real.
Yes. You know what? I see what's going on. I see what's going on. You know what? You can just get your stuff. Go kick it with your friend and don't come back. Yeah, pack your stuff.
There. That is the right way to handle that situation.
You want me to get my stuff?
Yeah, get out of here. You think I'm boo-boo the fool? Yep, gone. Yeah, beat it.
I see the type of person you are now.
Oh wow. I've been seeing what type of person you are. You think I'm boo-boo the fool? You trying to do that goofy stuff? Yeah, beat it.
Did she only have one okay, I will say, especially that right there, and I was wondering this even from the time that I do wonder if this is staged. Like, I do. I don't know, though, but in any case, it looks real enough. It is something that does happen, so even if this particular instance is staged, though I doubt it, it does actually happen, so, yeah.
Beat it. Think I'm boo-boo the fool, huh?
Yeah, that's fucked. That's it's not okay. Yeah, guys, don't take advantage of people, and don't make it easy for them to take advantage of you. If you are a dude who is trying to attract women with only money, don't be surprised when all she's interested in is your money and doesn't give a damn about you. If you are and in this instance, if you are a woman who is being offered things, these extravagant financial, incentives to hang out with them, you know damn well what they want. Don't play dumb. Don't pull this bullshit. And just be honest. Just be honest with each other. Yeah, it's crazy, man. People just need to be honest and not pull this fucking bullshit. So, anyways, as always, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Follow me on social media for more. Links in the description below. Subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date. Leave a like if you like. And if not, I hope you find something to do like. Later, guys. Peace and love.